Are your arms just not growing no matter how hard you train? You're lifting weights, feeling the burn, but when you look in the mirror, nothing changes? That's because most people make critical mistakes in their arm workout, completely sabotaging muscle growth. And the truth is simple. If you're not training smart, it doesn't matter how many reps you do, your muscles won't grow. In today's video, I'm going to show you the most effective exercises to make your biceps and triceps explode inside. If you want to learn how to build muscle fast, paying attention to the key details that make all the difference, stick with me until the end, because I'm going to reveal the tweaks that turn an ordinary workout into a true muscle fiber destroyer. But first, let me ask you something. Are you really making the most of your arm workouts? Or are you wasting energy with poor technique? A lot of people think training arms is just about lifting weights up and down, but without proper form, you might be throwing all your hard work away. If you want to understand how to build muscle the right way and actually see fast results, then it's time to fix these mistakes and finally get your body to respond. And the number one mistake that's stopping your arms from growing is something that most people completely ignore. The most common mistake that destroys your arm growth is not focusing on muscle contraction quality. And here's the secret. Lifting weights doesn't automatically mean you're building muscle. What truly matters is how you lift that weight. If you want to know how to build muscle fast, you need to learn how to properly stimulate muscle fibers. And that starts with controlling your movement. Think about that. If you're doing a bicep curl, but swinging your entire body just to lift the weight, who's really doing the work? Your biceps or your momentum? Exactly. You're letting other muscles take over and wasting a real opportunity to grow. The key to building muscle in your arm is executing each rep with precision, keeping maximum tension on the muscle throughout the entire movement. But it doesn't stop there. Another common mistake is training arms in isolation without integrating them into compound movements. Your triceps, for example, get heavily activated during exercises like close grip bench press and dip. If you ignore these and only focus on isolation exercises, you're leaving a huge amount of growth potential on the table. Now that you understand why your arms might not be growing, let's fix that with the first must-have exercise in your routine. And trust me, if done correctly, this one will transform your biceps like never before. If there's one exercise your biceps absolutely need, it's the bicep curl. But just grabbing a bar and lifting it won't cut it. If you want to learn how to build muscle fast, you need to execute this movement with maximum efficiency to activate every single bicep fiber. First, your stance matters. Feet shoulder width apart, torso upright, and elbows locked at your sides. Now, here's the key. No swinging, no momentum, just pure bicep activation. The movement must be controlled, making sure your biceps do all the work. Curl the bar up to peak contraction, then lower it slowly, keeping tension on the muscle at all times. Now, a classic mistake, lifting too much weight. The goal here isn't to ego lift, but to make your biceps work as hard as possible. If you're just throwing the weight up and dropping it down without control, you're wasting your workout. Want to truly build muscle? Focus on perfect form. Another essential tip, time under tension. Instead of rushing through reps, try lifting the bar in 2 seconds, pausing for 1 second at the top, and lowering it in 3 seconds. This simple adjustment forces your muscles to work much harder, leading to faster growth. Want to take things even further? Try drop sets. Go to failure, reduce the weight, and keep going until you fail again. This technique activates deeper muscle fibers and speeds up hypertrophy. But hold on, a big bicep isn't enough for truly impressive arms. To build thicker, well-rounded arms, you need to target another critical muscle, the brachialis. And for that, the next exercise is an absolute must. If you want thicker, more powerful arms, you can't overlook the brachialis muscle. Sitting between your biceps and triceps, this muscle adds serious thickness to your arm. And the best way to activate it? Hammer curls. The great thing about hammer curls is that they don't just hit your bicep. They also strengthen your forearm, improving grip strength and giving your arms that solid, muscular look. Execution is simple, but getting the details right is key to maximizing results. Grab a pair of dumbbells with a neutral grip, palms facing each other, and keep your elbows locked at your sides. Just like the regular bicep curl, no swinging, no momentum, only controlled movement. Curl the weight up slowly, feeling the muscle contract, and lower it in a controlled motion. One simple trick to supercharge your results is holding the contraction for a second at the top. This helps activate more muscle fibers and accelerates hypertrophy. Now, for an advanced tip to really ramp up your growth, alternate reps between arms instead of curling both at once. This allows for better control and increases muscle tension, leading to faster and more efficient gains. Remember, if you want to build muscle the right way, you need to hit every part of the arm. Big biceps without a strong brachialis create an unbalanced look. And to complete that fully developed arm, we need to target the muscle that truly defines your arm size, the triceps. Now, let's talk about the muscle that truly makes the biggest difference in arm size, the tricep. A lot of people only focus on the bicep, but the reality is that your triceps make up around 70% of your total arm mass. So if you want to learn how to build muscle fast, you need to train your triceps just as hard, if not harder than your biceps. And one of the best exercises for this? Skull crushers. This movement specifically targets the long head of the triceps, which is responsible for that thick, dense look. To do it right, lie down on a bench and grab an EZ bar or dumbbells with a grip shoulder width apart. Now, pay attention. Don't lower the bar directly to your forehead. Instead, bring it slightly behind your head. This increases the range of motion, creating a deeper stretch. And stretching under load is one of the biggest triggers for muscle growth. When extending your arms back up, don't fully lock out your elbow. Keeping a slight bend maintains constant tension on the triceps throughout the movement. Just like the previous exercises, control the descent and avoid using momentum. Want an extra challenge to push your triceps to the limit? Try a drop set. Go to failure, drop the weight, and keep going. This forces more fibers to activate, speeding up muscle growth. But if you're serious about building big arms, you need to add one of the most brutal and effective triceps exercises out there: parallel bar dips. Parallel bar dips are one of the most underrated exercises. But make no mistake, they're one of the best movements for building massive triceps. Unlike many isolation exercises, dips allow you to progressively add weight, making them extremely effective for muscle growth. The execution is simple, but getting the form right is key. Start by grabbing the bars and lifting yourself up, keeping your chest slightly leaned forward and your elbows close to your body. Lower yourself slowly, focusing on full triceps activation. Now, here's the golden rule. The more you lean forward, the more you engage your chest. The more upright you stay, the more your triceps do the work. The goal is to find the perfect balance, keeping the focus on your triceps. If bodyweight dips feel easy, it's time to step up your game by adding weight. You can strap a plate to a dip belt or even hold a dumbbell between your legs. Progressive overload is the key to continuous growth. No access to parallel bars? No problem. You can simulate the movement on a bench by placing your hands behind you and lowering yourself down slowly. It's not as intense as dips, but it's still an excellent way to target the triceps. Now that we've covered the best exercises for biceps and triceps, let's talk about how to structure them into an efficient workout to maximize hypertrophy. Now that you know the best exercises for biceps and triceps, the real question: how do you structure them into an effective routine to maximize your gain? If you want to learn how to build muscle fast, it's not just about doing the right exercises. You need to organize your training strategically to stimulate optimal muscle growth. The key to an effective arm workout is balancing volume, intensity, and frequency. You can't just do endless sets and expect results if you're not allowing your muscles to recover and grow. The ideal frequency for direct arm training is 1 to 2 times per week, depending on your workout split. Here's a highly effective hypertrophy workout to maximize arm growth: bicep curl, 4 sets of 8 to 12 reps. Hammer curl, 4 sets of 10 to 12 reps. Skull crusher, 4 sets of 8 to 10 reps. Dips, 4 sets of 10 to 12 reps, or until failure. Now, let's talk about some advanced techniques to take your gains to the next level. Superset. To save time and increase intensity, pair a biceps exercise with a triceps exercise without resting between them. Example: bicep curls followed immediately by skull crushers. This leads to greater muscle fatigue and faster gains. Drop set. Perform a set until failure, reduce the weight, and keep going. This technique activates more muscle fibers and speeds up hypertrophy. Time under tension. Muscles grow when they stay under tension longer. Instead of rushing through your reps, slow down your movements, focus on controlled eccentric phases, and maximize each contraction. And one more thing, training smart is just one part of the equation. If you want your muscles to grow, your body needs the right fuel. That's where nutrition and recovery come into play. If you really want to build muscle efficiently and see fast results, training alone isn't enough. You need to fuel your muscles properly. Muscle growth happens outside the gym, when your body has the nutrients it needs to recover and rebuild stronger. So along with following this powerful workout, make sure you're getting enough protein, staying in a calorie surplus, and allowing proper recovery. Without this, your arms simply won't have the fuel they need to grow. Now it's your turn. Try this workout, apply these tips, and let me know in the comments which exercises you already do and which ones you're adding to your routine. If you want more videos like this, hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and share this video with that friend who's been training arms the wrong way. See you in the next video. Let's build some serious muscle.